Drummers Universe.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, Drummers Universe members worldwide, all 105,000 now.
Oh, damn.
Round of applause. Yeah, 105,000. And they're all very active and they're all drummers. We have pro artists, we have a lot of, people who are just starting, people who want to play drums, all the way through to different levels. And we have youngsters in there as well who are phenomenal drummers. And I'm sure they'll be very excited to hear what you both have to say. So I'd like to introduce you all to Ed Evans, who is the drummer with JAYLER, the hottest band in the UK right now, and their manager, Mr. Adam Parsons, the legend himself.
Thank you, everyone.
From Adam Parsons Entertainment. And you can see, I'm sure everybody's absolutely drooling now about the collection behind you, Mr. Parsons. I mean, it's phenomenal.
Thank you.
But we'll get to that
This is
later.
This is one room of a few.
Exactly. We're going to do a walkthrough later and hopefully give everybody a glimpse of your amazing collection. So just for logistic purposes, I'm in Ireland, Ed's in the UK, and Adam is in LA. And we have our lovely videographer here, Kieran from Will Sane Media. He's doing a great job. I've got lights and umbrellas and camera action and everything going on. So I'd really like to get into how you started, Ed. I mean, your drumming career, you're not just a drummer, are you?
No, I'm not. I do guitar and a little bit of bass as well, but I was originally a guitarist. Yeah.
Fantastic. And how did drumming start for you?
Well, truthfully, it started at high school. We were put into bands and we went into the live room where we were starting to practice and no one wanted to play the drums. So I was like, I'll give it a go. And then I was just put on the drums ever since then, but I just fell in love with it more and more every time I played it. So it just became second nature after that.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking decades here, are we?
No. Probably about 5 years ago, 6 years ago now. So yeah.
I think that's absolutely staggering. I mean, I haven't yet had the pleasure of seeing you guys perform live, and I can't wait. I will be just a real fangirl. But to see you actually playing drums, nobody would ever know that you've only been playing for 5 years because you just it's like John Bonham reincarnated. It's phenomenal. I mean, the whole band, the style and everything. So tell us a bit about how you all got together.
Well, going way back, me and Ricky, the bass player, we met at primary school, and he's the one who got me into music mainly in the first place by playing guitar. So we both had the same guitar teacher for years. I probably had about 7 years lessons roundabout. And then high school came along, and then I started doing drums. And he was still guitar. And then after high school, we moved to college where we met James and Tyler. And then James was like, I'm forming a band. Do you want to try it out? See if it's for you. And I did. I put on drums again, luckily. And then after, we had a bass player originally, but he left because it just wasn't for him anymore. So we just came to an agreement, and then I asked Ricky to join. Behind the guy's back, they had no idea I asked him. Which was risky move looking back on it, but it paid off. And then Ricky joined, and then the band's just got bigger and better since then. Yeah.
So there was a clue there as to the name of the band when you mentioned your two friends' names. Am I right? Is that how it happened?
It is. They were doing open mics together as a guitar duo when they first met. And I think it was Tyler's dad. I'm not sure. They were like, we need to come up with a open mic name for us two as a pair, because it's better than putting James and Tyler down. So he just thought, why not JAYLER? Put the names together, and thus JAYLER was created.
It's a cool name.
It's cool. It works. It works. I mean, it works. I don't know what else it would be called.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you know when you hear that story, you go, oh, right. But if you didn't know the story, it's just like it really gets your imagination going as to how you came up with it. So from there, from doing duos, open mic nights, and then again, you know, that's not long ago in the grand scheme of things. And then you went to forming a band. Then you went out gigging. I'm guessing you were doing pub gigs and things.
Yeah. Started out freebies, open mic nights, whatever we could get. Yeah.
Right. And then what? Adam's in LA. Of course, you've got connections in the UK, Adam. I think you've flipped between the both, don't you?
I do, yeah.
But then you went from that to a manager who manages some of the biggest rock bands on the planet. And it's like, I mean, looking on the outside in, it looks like a match made in heaven, because you couldn't want for somebody with the experience that Adam's got, you know, from... But I'm going to flip over, if I can, Adam, and let you carry on that story. How did you meet? How did you find these guys?
Well, I had two great friends that both recommended the band to me. And to be honest with you, I needed a new band like I needed a hole in the head, to be honest with you. There's a lot of time, a lot of investment, a lot of money involved without you earning any money. And I've got a lot of established, as you know, classic rock acts. But it's when you find something that's just incredible, it's the best feeling. So anyway, I was supposed to see them at Planet Rockstock at the end of 2024. And Europe, one of my other bands, had a gig in India come up at the last minute, like a month out, in front of 100,000 people, and the band wanted me to go over with them. So I had to, and I missed the show. So I literally called up Ed's mom, and I said, listen, I'm going to be in the area mid-November, where, you know, Lichfield, and is there any way, because I can't make the show, that the guys could put on a showcase for me? Because they had their own studio and everything else. So she said, yeah. So I turned up at 1 o'clock. We spoke for about 10 minutes, and they started playing. And literally within 1 minute, I have to manage these guys. I have to. This is, and you've got to see the band live to really appreciate. Because I heard the tracks and it was really good, but there's a lot of great bands out there, you know, that record great music. So I was. Anyway, seeing them was just it. And also when I think the second song, Ricky goes onto an organ, and then of course I hear and then James is not only singing incredibly, he plays lead like you wouldn't believe, lead guitar and on harmonica. And then I'm talking to them, and Ed's like, well, I'm a guitar player as well. It's like there's so much talent here that this is gonna, you know. And I found it, and then next thing is my Lisa, who co-manages the band with me. She runs my UK company, because I've got an LA incorporation, a UK limited company, and she runs that. And I said, you've got to go up to Lichfield and check out these guys. So she did, and there you go. She was hooked the same as I was, and you know, and luckily everybody else that that we've presented the band to, we got two major agents, IAG in the US. And UTA for Europe and most parts of the world outside of that. And then we got all the major promoters around Europe interested. We've got a great friend of mine who's one of the biggest promoters in South America, heard about the band, and we've got some shows coming up in April in South America. Monster Rock Festival opening up for Guns N' Roses, 47,000 people.
What?
And then you know, 2 other shows around it, another one in Sao Paulo, and then a warm-up show, and then one in Rio with Lynyrd Skynyrd. And then so basically it's been incredible, you know. And they recorded the album, and the album's out at the end of May. And then the next, we do some festivals in the summer. We go out with Sammy Hagar and Joan Jett in the UK for 4 arena shows in July. Then in August, September, I can't say it right now, but I'm 98% chance we're going to be touring the USA on a big bill. And then end of September through to middle of November, we are gonna go out with Deep Purple. And actually the funny thing is that when I first got the tour, they said it's Deep Purple and the arena shows are mammoth. We're basically doing 35 shows in Europe with Deep Purple. And I thought Mammoth, Wolfgang Van Halen's band, was on the bill, I was told, on all the arena shows, and they're all arena shows in Europe. And it turns out that they were only doing the 4 arena shows in the UK. So we ended up we're going to be the main support to Purple on 30 arena shows around Europe in going from end of September through. And then we've got Hammersmith at the end, sort of third weekend of November. And then we've got we're going to announce the Royal Albert Hall show with Deep Purple on the 3rd of Feb. So that should be out by the time this is out.
The 3rd of February.
No. This is when we're announcing it, 3rd of Feb. But the show, we've got a show with Deep Purple on the 25th of November at the Royal Albert Hall. So we're doing
25th of November, because I need to block out
absolutely
everything.
Of course you do, Ali. Yeah, of course. So we've got 2 shows in London where we're main support to Deep Purple, and it's just phenomenal. And then of course next year we'll do a headline tour, and then beyond, up and beyond, everywhere. It's just
so Ed, how do you feel about supporting Deep Purple? That's unreal.
There's no real words. It's just when people tell you, it just seems to come out as words, and it's just one of those things where you're like, is it actually like real? You have to pinch yourself. It's crazy. Like me and the rest of the guys, whenever someone mentions it, we're just like, what? How does this come about? It's crazy. We can't get over it. It's like a dream.
Well, we chose the right agent, a guy called Ross Warnock, and his dad Neil Warnock, his agent for Deep Purple and Sammy Hagar. Neil loves the band as much as Ross does, so it's great to have that support on your side.
That's fabulous. I've got the Talking Heads song floating around in my head as you're both talking, like, how did I get here? Where does that highway go to? It's mad, isn't it? But this is how it happens. It's not even right place, right time. It's, the connection. I mean, and I don't suppose you did an awful lot on social media back then when you were playing in the pubs and doing the jam nights. So, we can't thank Instagram for that, really, can we? It was just somebody saw you and made connected the dots to Adam. Is that kind of how it came about?
We were posting on Instagram and everything, but it's only really in the last, I want to say 6 months, where it's actually had an impact. Like our followers and views have just skyrocketed out of nowhere. But I mean, 7 months ago, say, we were around 2,000 followers, and now, as of today, we're on like 120,000. So it's just came out of nowhere. Like our recent video we've put out, of me hitting cowbells, that's just done 1.1 million views on Instagram, and it's not far off 1 million views on Facebook. So it's like 7 months ago, if you said this to us, we'd have just gone, whatever, like, sure. But now it's like, well, it's happening. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, well, you saw my reaction at the UK drum show. You know, Adam came over, and as he often does at these shows, how are you doing, Ali? And, oh, by the way, this is Ed from JAYLER. And I went, what? Because you are all over my feed, probably because I'm really into that genre, rock, and, you know, constantly have Led Zeppelin playing in the background. How do you feel about being compared to Led Zeppelin?
Oh, it's a great honour. It is like what every band probably strives for, because you can't really get better than that. To me, anyways, like they're what rock is in a sense. So it's definitely not annoying, and it's not insulting. It's just a massive compliment, because that I mean, believe it or not, they are an inspiration to us. I mean, it might be a surprise, but yeah, they're definitely heroes of ours, and it's a great compliment and a great honour to be mentioned in the same sentence as them, let alone be compared to them. So yeah,
Let's face it, Led Zeppelin are the best band on the planet.
Absolutely.
I think when you look at everything, and my favourite band is actually Queen, but you know, Led Zeppelin, you can't. If Led Zeppelin announced a tour now, the world would sell out in an hour. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But having said that, you know, they've also got there is a comparison there, but listening to all of your tracks on Spotify, you've definitely got your own sound as well.
yeah.
There is a difference, and the energy, I think it's the energy. It's different. I mean, you know, Bonham was a beast behind the drums, absolutely my all-time favourite drummer ever. But you have that, and this is just my opinion, you've also got more of an elegance about it than it's definitely it's not just like, you know, slamming the drums, but the groove is there underneath, and I think it's phenomenal. I'm still blown away that you've only been playing drums for 5 years. That's like sick.
I think it helps with Ed being a musician as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm
Yeah,
not saying
very
the drummers
musical.
aren't musicians, but having that sort of, you know, talent as a guitar player. One thing that I noticed, though, one thing that really attracted me to them, that I could see their audience being 7 to 70, and Led Zeppelin, even though most people my age know Led Zeppelin, a lot of the kids don't now, and they're coming up. And rock is really kind of it really, in the last, you know, couple of years, until really there's some great new bands there, but it's not, as we know, it's not the most popular thing on the market nowadays. So the great thing is with these, I deny anybody, no matter what age, to really not get a great live band where it's not auto-tune, it's not on tape, you know what I mean? It's real instruments, you get that buzz. And the great thing is we've got this 7 to 70-year-old audience. That's why we can tour with younger bands, we can tour with Deep Purple, and we're going to get the same reaction off everybody. And the guys were only 19 when I saw them. I couldn't believe it. I mean, they're only 20 now, with Tyler just turned 21. So there's so many years ahead, and you don't get that talent in a lot of bands at that sort of age.
No, definitely not. It's very, very mature. It's like you've been playing together for years.
Thank you
So
very
looking
much.
forward to the new album. Are there any surprises on the new album? Talk us through, you know, the process of creating.
Oh, process of creating. That'd be a good song name. That. It's different to the EP, like in different vibe, different sound, and the songwriting's changed as well, because we were like 17, 16 when we recorded the EP. So whatever you hear on Spotify, apart from Riverboat Queen, that was recorded last year. That they were done years ago. So we've evolved and we've changed since then, and you know, our sound and attitude in the music and outside of the music's changed, and we became closer as friends and bonded more. So I think it definitely is. It's shown in the music in the album. Definitely a lot of heart and soul has gone into it.
Oh, can't wait. Cannot wait. Talking about drums, though, that gorgeous green kit behind you. Tell us what is it, first of all? I can't actually see the bass drum, but what are you playing gear-wise? Because I know a lot of the Drummers Universe guys will want to know every nut and bolt and lug on it. So
I'll try to be very specific. It is I think early 2000s Ludwig Centennial kit. I believe that's how you say it.
yeah,
I got this and my life kit off. Well, this one was off eBay for £500, and it just didn't sell. And it was a bit battered when I saw it, so I see why no one really bought it. But I showed my parents, and I was like, "Look what I found!" It's like, I want a studio kit. That's a 26-inch kick drum. It's like, why not? Let's get it. And they were like, "Go for it." I mean, you don't see it very often. So me and my dad, we went and picked it up, bought it back. Funny story about the kit, actually. I'll tell you after about the whole wrapping thing. So we bought it back, cleaned it up, and we chose this colour, the green sparkle. It might not show on camera a lot, but in person it is very sparkly.
yeah.
And this is actually what I recorded the album on, and most of our demos. This is my practice kit that I love to bash around on, and I've got my gong there as well. But yeah, the story with the kit, when we were doing our first mini support tours with a band, we were playing in Manchester. I forgot the venue, but we were supporting this band, and there was about 3 other gigs going on, the same building, the same night, and one of them was a punk band called Vomit. And I believe the drummer had died not earlier that year, and so they had flown a drummer out, I think from Barcelona or Spain. And they came upstairs being like, "We need a hi-hat clutch, like we don't have one." So they were like, "Anyone got a spare one?" So I gave them my spare, and they said, "Well, we'll give it to you at the end of the evening." So hours went by, we were leaving, packing up. I went to their dressing room and there was no answer, and I was like, "Looks like my clutch has gone for good now." So weeks went by, and I was at home one day, and we got this parcel through the door, and it was just a box, I believe, with a letter, and it was like, "Thank you for lending me your clutch." And he sent the clutch back with a little Vomit pin badge. So when we picked this kit up, we asked the guy whose house it was at, like, "How come you're selling it?" And he was like, "It's not my kit. It's my father-in-law's. He died early in this year." And we were, "Oh, like, was he a drummer? Like, what band was he in?" And he said he was in a band called Vomit.
No, that is wild.
That is the same band. It's just gone full circle.
That's absolutely wow.
So good vibe kit. Good vibe kit. That's what it is.
What are the sizes,
It's
Ed?
meant to be.
What are the sizes, Ed? Let's go through the sizes.
6-inch kick drum. That's mad.
Yeah, 26, 14 by 10 rack tom, 16 by 16 floor tom, and 18 by 16 floor tom.
And a 14-inch deep 26, yeah?
Yeah, 14 by 26, yeah.
That's got some sound to it. Oh, what a story. That's amazing.
So tell them about your new endorsement, drum company endorsement.
I've had the dream come true of being endorsed by the one and only Ludwig Drum Company, which is crazy. It's a great honour and a dream come true. I can't believe I can actually say it.
Congratulations. That's fantastic.
What's the new kit?
The new kit, it is a 26-inch classic maple, which is blue sparkle. So I'll have it soon-ish, hopefully. But yeah, so this it's gonna stay, but hopefully on the tours it's gonna be blue from now on.
Amazing. Oh, that's so cool. And cymbals as well. I think you play Paiste. Is that the Paiste gong behind you?
It is, yes. That's also 26-inch at the moment.
Wow.
At the moment. Yeah, the cymbals I'm rocking mostly 2002 stuff. I'm practicing with a Giant B 18-inch crash at the moment, just because I love the shine that cuts through. But on the album I just used my 2002s, just because they cut through and they've just got that like perfect rock sound. So you can't go wrong with it, and it works for me, and it's worked for many hundreds of thousands of other drummers as well. So
Absolutely. I mean, that's just fantastic and so well deserved. You know, I think you're all multi-instrumentalists, aren't you?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the talent just, just screams at you. I mean, just phenomenal. I can't wait to see you play live. And Adam, what are your plans then for, obviously you've got a full year, and next year I'm sure you're just going to be all over the place.
Absolutely. We're going to do a headline tour in April 27 with quite an increase in venue size. Obviously the album's out the end of May. We got some festival shows in June, the Sammy Hagar tour in July, August, September, fingers crossed, is going to be the US. Then end of September through to middle of November is going to be Europe. And then, as I say, next year, I want to start writing a new record. So, because I want 18 months maximum between the two albums. And then we'll headline tour, and then all the festivals in Europe that we'll hopefully do in 27, all the major ones. We're doing Sweden Rock this year, but which is a big one. And then we're doing we've got a few others that I can't announce yet. And then obviously just hopefully, so at the end of 27 we'll have a new record out. And then again, just keep going, touring the world, back to the States on that record if we don't go before again. So there's literally the sky's the limit. The interest in this band is phenomenal. Just the fact that the social media has gone, from even Facebook is 50,000. And when you look at our contemporaries, even bands that have got 4 or 5 albums out, they're on a quarter of what we're on social media numbers. Now I know that's all over the world, not just UK centric. And Brazil is our biggest market right now for Instagram, which is why we've been invited over there. So if we can keep that up over there and go back and headline shows, it's going to be great. It's just phenomenal. I mean, I'd love to take them to Japan. Been to Japan numerous times myself, and I have a feeling that we're going to get a lot of interest there. So this world tour.
Definitely.
And
remind us again the date of the release of the new album.
It is 29th of May.
29th of May.
And if you go onto the band's website, jayler.co.uk, Ed, is that correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Good, because I've got so much going through my brain right now. Sorry. We have a thing called The Voices that is a sort of a fan club thing that we're doing. It's free to join. And if you sign up for that, you get the opportunity to do. We're releasing. You can order it literally from tomorrow, which of course by the time this goes out will be gone. But there's a limited run 7-inch vinyl that we're putting out with the new single called Down Below, which is out the 17th of Feb on all the streaming platforms and everything. And there'll be 3 before the album comes out in May. 3 more singles, so you'll have heard 4 tracks of the record. And what else are we doing? So that's a special white label 7-inch very limited run, but you can get it if you're a member of the Voices sort of JAYLER Appreciation Society fan club, whatever you want to call it. And so there's lots of. I mean, it's so exciting right now. It's just and to have a new band that is literally I mean, let me tell you just a 10-second story. I'm at an event in LA in November, and Kenny Aronoff's there, and and Kenny, I'm talking. He goes, we're going to England in July, and I said, yeah, I know. I manage the opening act, and he grabbed both of my forearms with his hand and goes, "We love JAYLER." And the
Did
fact
he jump
that,
up and down in true Kenny fashion?
the fact that Kenny knew the name JAYLER, and and again, we have Matt Sorum, another drummer that contacted us through, and I know Matt, and Matt reached out, and a bunch of ton of other people, all over. I mean, mega musicians that just really like this band, and they can see the talent, they can see the fact that it's new, it's rock and roll in a classic vein, Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think everybody's so excited for you, and you're just going to have such a ride. I bet you wake up in the morning and go, yeah, it's happening.
It feels very surreal.
As you know, with meeting Ed, you really could not meet four nicer guys that are appreciative, that have the talent, and I can see the future, and it's going to be massive for them. And I'm very lucky. I'm very honoured to be along for the ride with them. I really am. I mean, I'm not just saying that. There's so much interest, and I'm just right place at right time. Happened to be there, and pick them up before anybody else did, and I'm just so excited. And I don't get excited a lot, unless it's talking drums. But with
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's
and
great.
we could talk about drums all night long, but thank you so much, both of you, for your time. And I'm sure it's not the last time that we'll chat. I'd love to follow up with you, when you've done some of these shows. See how you're feeling then, Ed. See your new kit, and tell us about your drum tech, who I haven't met, but he sounds fabulous. I have to give a shout out to your drum tech. Fabulous guy.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. I'm so excited for you, thrilled to bits, because as Adam said, it couldn't happen to nicer guys. So rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Ali. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Drummers Universe.